And welcome to What's New.
Look at us blinking.
And if we're blinking, there's nothing wrong with your TV tonight. It's just that we have a friend, Miss Mary Ann, who brought us all bright lights. So.
She thinks we were dull.
Well, we are.
I thought I'd brighten it up for the St. Pat's
When
Day.
you think about it, we are dull. And so tonight we have three lovely ladies with us, and ours, you can go ahead and talk about who we have.
Okay, first we have the Lions Club. You guys, gals, want to introduce yourselves?
Okay, I am Jan Grine. I'm the president of the Lions Club.
You got secretary on you. Okay.
Both.
Oh, president and, you got double
Yes,
duty.
Yeah, well, I just,
Okay. Congratulations, president.
Mary Apps, and I'm the treasurer.
You handle all the money.
Yes.
Good.
And what you have coming up?
Okay, we had to reschedule our breakfast. It's our first event of the year, and it was supposed to be March 2nd. But then the ice storm came, so it's rescheduled for March 30th, which is in a few weeks, and it's going to be held at the Valley Cafeteria, and it is from 6:30 to 12 o'clock noon. So we're encouraging everyone to come out and support us. We have great food, as usual. We have sausage patties and eggs, scrambled eggs, and then we have all-you-can-eat pancakes, and coffee and orange juice and milk. So we're prepared and ready to have a lot of people come in and eat some good food.
And it's been out there that it's this Sunday, the 16th, but that's wrong. It's the 30th.
Don't come to the cafeteria on the 16th, or you'll wind up cleaning up.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, and what else is going on?
Oh, they didn't tell us the amount, how much it costs.
Oh, you
Okay,
didn't.
a large is $7 and a small is $5. So it's all-you-can-eat pancakes, and they're always really fluffy, and sometimes for the kids, we'll take a little, we have a little stamp that we stamp a lion inside the pancakes, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
So, anyway, coming up on our calendar, we keep quite active through the year. In April, we're going to be participating in what they call Trash Bash, and it's given by the State of Missouri Department of Transportation, and it's a litter trash pickup is what it is. And we'll do that. And then we are probably going to participate in May with the Master Gardeners. We're going to have something served in our park. Last year we served beignets, and there was something else. I can't recall exactly what it was. But anyway, and then in June...
I remember that because I didn't know, I couldn't pronounce beignet.
Beignet, yeah, that's right.
Like a what? A beignet.
And then in June, we'll be, like I said, we'll be participating with the French Heritage Day. I think that we're going to be serving red rice and beans or jambalaya in our park. And so, and then we go into the county fair.
County fair in July. Blueberry.
And then Jurdafet and all
Good old
that.
Jurdafet.
Yeah, good old Jurdafet. Yeah.
And then from there, we go on to, in September, we participate with Dave Munganest at the dealership in South County, and we do a Backstoppers event. So usually, this will be our 7th year, and we usually have, the last few years, about 130 bikes come in town, and they'll stop and they do what they call a polka run, and they'll stop and they'll be there a few hours, and then they'll head back to St. Louis. So it's all, to benefit the Backstoppers organization, the policemen and the firemen and all the EMTs and anyone that's in that kind of a line of duty. So
Now, they provide money for the families, is that correct?
yes, it's a fun setup to help serve the family if the family needs help. So, Mary?
What are you doing down at the park today?
Right now, we are installing a driveway, sidewalk driveway.
That's what I thought it was, the driveway, because they had that whole concrete, and I thought, what in the world are they doing now?
And you're going to have a commemorative?
Well, that is an ongoing project. We started that in 2012, and with the help of the St. Genevieve County Community Foundation, we restored the state marker, the historic state marker that was on Highway 61 south of the city. We restored that and brought that, actually the same company that had made it, we were able to send it back to Ohio, and they refurbished it, and it's 60, well, this year it's 61 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we put it down, and it's such a, I just think it's the most appropriate place, and then we did a brick memorial around the,
The base of it?
yes, the base of it, so, and I tell you what, lots of times when I'm down there and different Lion people that are down there doing things, they just comment how there's so many tourists that'll stop and read that, and, you know, it's very worthwhile to learn about the history of our town. So we were really happy that we were able to put that in that prominent place down there in the park, so.
We sold our 150th brick this last week, and we don't have any set goal. It just keeps going. We'll just keep selling and selling and selling.
So you can buy a brick in memory of anyone.
It can be in memory of somebody, but some people have just put their families down. A lot of it will be like the mother and father, and then all their kids will list, and then there are others who will put it in memory of somebody, and then there's a lot of businesses that have put bricks with their business or their business logo or something of that type. So it can be really just anything. It doesn't have to be a memorial brick.
Is the
And
brick sold by donations? Is that what it is, or what is
the cost of them.
the cost of it?
A 4x8? A
Yeah,
4x8 is, would have 3 lines, and that's $50, and then an 8x8 brick, which would have 6 lines, or that's the brick where you can put a logo on, and that's $200. However, if you do want a logo, that's an additional $50 then to have a logo put on it.
And this is engraved down into the brick, or
It's
how's
laser
it?
printed on.
It's laser.
Well, that's nice.
They tell us it will last.
Forever, huh?
right.
We won't be here forever to
I'll bet
see
it
that, but hopefully they're right.
Yeah, now,
It's probably similar to what they do on the tombstones then, huh? Is it?
Actually, the company that's doing them for us right now, that is their main business, is Tombstones.
Okay.
So
So that's probably what it is. Yeah.
yeah, but we've gotten a really good response. There was, if I may say, their last name was Okenfuss, and they live in Ohio now, and they had read it in the paper, and they sent money for a memorial brick, and they graduated from the class of Valley, I think it was 1954, and they wanted a brick put down there. But, I mean, it's just a really neat thing to do.
He supports St. John very well.
Oh, and then,
And the alumni.
my family, we did a brick for my mom and dad and put their wedding date on it.
Oh, did you?
Oh, that's a neat idea.
That is a neat
Yeah,
idea.
that's neat.
And we've got families that have memorialized, you know, sons in service, and it's just really unique just to go down there and look at what's down there already, but it's,
Now, are you putting these on the ground or on a wall or
they're around the marker on the ground.
on the ground?
Yeah, and they're right inside the gate, so they're, you know, really easy to access and look at, but it's really a nice little memorial area down there, and, you
if you
know.
look at it now, there's just blank bricks, and they'll be pulled out to replace with
names.
bricks as they come in.
And what's the
then
price again? 50?
$50 for the
4x8?
Small.
4x8,
Okay.
and then it's $200 for an 8x8.
I remembered that. How about that?
Ooh,
You're not seeing no anyway.
I'll call you tomorrow morning.
Now, the Lions Club always helps the blind. Do you send a lot of glasses to? Where do you send them to?
There's a place in St. Louis right now that we actually, when we collect glasses, it's up by the airport, and it's called Saving Sight, and it is for the state of Missouri. And when we collect eyeglasses, they'll go there and they refurbish them or do whatever they can, and then they'll give them to like third world countries, so.
So they kind of match up the eyes there with the glasses or the
Well,
sight?
actually, they'll take, there's a lot of doctors that will donate their time.
Right.
And they'll test in any country. The Lions Club is in 201 countries around the world. We're the-
Oh, really? I
Yeah, we're
didn't know
the
that.
biggest,
Yeah.
the largest
International.
not-for-profit charitable organization. And they'll match, they'll do eye tests, and they'll match the eyeglasses with, they'll test the glasses and see what the vision is, the power is in them and all that, and then they'll match them up with that, so.
Okay, I didn't know how they did that. So some of the doctors that go to the third world countries to give their time for
Yeah,
that
yeah,
actually
our-
take the
our
glasses with
volunteers,
them?
yeah.
then?
Does any of the
I'll be there.
glasses stay here, Jan, for our underprivileged
Yeah,
kids and stuff?
yeah, I mean, it's wherever they're
Oh, okay.
needed, not just,
See, locally, we work with Dr. Clint Wolk and
Oh,
provide
okay.
money for anybody locally who
Locally that
cannot
needs
afford
them,
their
yeah.
eye care.
Where do you collect them at?
There are boxes right down.
No,
Post
I see
office.
boxes, but I probably couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I
I think country, yeah.
And there used to be one at City Hall.
yeah.
Because it
There's
was on
about
my
8
desk
different
for years.
locations.
Yeah.
I mean, we have them at the post office and at Country Mart and at Dr. Wolf's office, and actually, it's Lion Tom Smith who's in charge of that, so if Lion Tom Smith is watching tonight, maybe.
So
he can
Tom, call in and tell us where,
I've seen them, but I can't remember where they were, and
Yeah.
I found some glasses yesterday.
And then, of course, if you know anybody that's a Lion member, you can always just give them to them. And then we are having a roadblock in April. I think it's April 12th. And we'll collect them that day, too.
Oh, okay.
So if you come driving by, you can. do it
That's
to
1
us.
month
you
from
can just
today.
drop them in.
Right.
Yeah, I found some today.
Is there, do the Lions sponsor anything else like dental or any of that, or is that through a different organization?
Not dental, but hearing.
Hearing also.
Last year, we did help a local person get hearing aids that she could not afford, and she had wrote us a thank you, and she was just so thrilled because she could finally hear her grandchildren and
Oh.
things, and so
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I guess internationally, they're into diabetes and the mumps, and I don't even,
Well, there's a measles,
measles. Yeah.
there's a worldwide measles program going on right now. They want to eradicate measles. And so that's going on. And then we also, the Lions are involved in hearing diabetes, environmental issues, local and global disasters. I know a few years ago when China had, well, they were involved in the tsunami, but when China had the earthquake, the Lions Club was the first organization invited to come in, that they allowed to come in. So we're very involved in environmental things too, and disasters that a lot of people don't know about.
I was just gonna say,
I didn't know
that.
any of
Yeah,
that.
and then when the tornadoes hit down in Joplin, Missouri, the Lions Club was very active down there and helping them out.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah.
That's good to know what they all do,
Mhm.
what your organization sponsors and everything.
Yeah, it's a very caring organization, and we don't keep our money as just always going out. We can bring it in, but it's always going out,
There's always more wanting it than what you have.
right.
That's
Yeah.
normal.
So how many members do you have?
We have right around 50.
50
Give or
now?
take a couple. Kind of.
You
it's around
lose them and
50,
you get
yeah.
them.
We'll get a couple members, but then somebody, for one reason or another, usually because of
And how
age or
many of them are
something.
women?
About
How many of us?
8, maybe?
I'm thinking it might be a little bit more.
Yeah, the Lions
Yeah, I
Club
remember
originally
when-
was all male.
Right.
That's what
And
I was
then-
thinking, but then they left women in.
Yeah, I think around 1987 or 88, they allowed women to join as well. But it was actually founded in 1917 by a businessman by the name of Melvin Jones. And his goal was to help unfortunate, people less fortunate than himself. So in 1925 is when Helen Keller addressed they had a big meeting, and she said, will you be, our Lions are in the night, will you help the blind people? And that's why the Lions took over.
So did she join that? Lions Club, did she?
Yeah, there's a powerful video out of her addressing, of course, it's not really her, but it is just very moving. She's addressing the congregation of the Lions and asking them to please step forward and help. And so the Lions are called the Lions, the Knights of the Darkness, to help out. So that was their first goal, was for blind to help, any way they could. And then it's progressed into other areas as well. But it's a very nice, caring organization.
Do you have conventions also?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there was one in Poplar Bluff in February that some of us attended, and then there's state conventions and there's international conventions too. And the international convention this year is...
Toronto.
Yes, in Toronto.
Toronto,
Yeah.
Canada.
So it's a very active, always something going on, all the time.
That's great. I love that little park down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just
Very
love it.
informative.
Yes, I just love it when they have stuff down there. I just love to go in that little park.
Yeah, that's a nice park to sit in. We used to go down there and just eat lunch.
Yeah.
And
When I
it's so
worked out
nice
there,
that
that's
they
where you
enlarged
learn.
it.
Yeah, well,
I haven't been there
we were
since we
really
did.
lucky, Mr. Tim Conley asked if we would be interested in purchasing a part of that parcel of property, and we did, and it made our park so much,
Yes, it
Oh,
is
yes.
so nice and
And-
open, yeah.
and it's used by a lot of people. It's used by the schools, will do picnics, their last day of school, and we've had Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, and I think we're going to have, in May, we're supposed to have a Boy Scout convention come in.
Oh,
It's-
really?
It's just nice to see people walking around and all of a sudden they're sitting in there.
Yeah.
That always makes the town look like more people want to visit it when you go there and there's people hanging out, sitting
Yeah.
outside.
No,
There's
it's
just
just a-
something about the tables outside.
Yeah, it's a real nice, peaceful little area down there, right in the heart of town like that.
One that's got trees. Everybody takes all the trees down, they at least got trees yet.
So,
But it's cool. It's really nice. I used to eat there all the time when I worked downtown. It was my spot.
so in 2012 is when we constructed the building down there, and it's worked out real nice for us. We've operated for years out of a little bitty shed, and
This
I
is a
know-
nice one.
Yeah, and my husband will say as well that there must have been 1 million hamburgers served out of that little shed, and how they did it, I don't know, because it was,
I believe it.
It was a little crowded in there.
yeah, it would get a little crowded, but I don't know, everyone enjoys doing it, it's one of those organizations where you work, but you still have fun, and it's,
It's been about 3 years ago when you guys did the funnel cakes for, I think you guys were gonna do funnel cakes for June Fete, wasn't it? And you experimented, and oh, they were so good.
We got to try
They're
those.
really good.
Yeah.
yeah, you had a ladies' meeting.
Yeah, we had a
evening?
women's club.
Women's club meeting, and
We got to try those. Those were
Yep.
good.
Those are a big sell everywhere. The funnel cakes and up in the, up around Indiana and that, they have these big, they're tenderloin, but they're real flat
Oh,
and they're breaded. And they call them elephant ears. And they, like the
The what?
buns this big and the
Elephant
meat's
ears.
about that big. And they are so good, yeah. So that might be something else you guys could try.
yeah, well,
If you need
talk about
anything to add, yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I like the funnel cakes.
So I do have to mention, I would be remiss if I would not mention our World Heritage Day, which is in October. It'll be our 6th year, and it is growing by leaps and bounds.
That's the most
That is
wonderful
it
thing
is,
that
it's
there is.
great. It is.
Yeah, it's October 26th or 27th. It's the last Saturday of October this year, and it is just amazing, the things that go on down there, that, the old-time machines and the tractors and
So
plowing.
educational.
Very educational.
And the food.
The food is good, yeah.
Right. yeah, our ham and beans and,
Noodles and beef.
right.
'Cause I tell people, I really don't know what goes on down there because I spend my days scooping up noodles. That's all I know about the event.
You just know how to cook noodles, huh?
I don't even do the cooking, I just scoop them up. And go like,
So you don't get to see too much.
I
do
hear
you?
it's really wonderful.
This was the first year I got to go. We were usually out of town, and I just was really impressed.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah, every year there's a little bit more added, so, I mean, there's apple butter and apple
I'll
butter
come and
churning
relieve you
blood.
this year, Mary. I'll dip the noodles out and you can go see what's going on.
Yeah, this year we had a beekeeper come in with honey, and
Yes, that was really good.
we do a show of, well, it's already butchered, but we have some people come in that will show how you process after you've butchered.
And make the sausage and everything, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything is just really amazing that goes on, and Lou Miller brings her horses in, and it's just a very informative. We have an old-style baseball game. I think from the 1880s, and just tons of things going on in one day.
It's just getting bigger, isn't it? It's growing.
Yeah,
That's such a nice place to have it.
it is. We were very lucky. The city of St. Genevieve and the state of Missouri let us use that property down there, so, you know, we're very thankful that they let us do that, so.
Yeah, that's a wonderful place.
I think it's great. It's handy. Y'all do so much.
Okay, anything else? You can
Anything?
clue us in on or talk
We're
about?
always taking in new members.
Okay.
I was just going to ask that. Men or women?
Right, yeah.
Well, when is your meetings, in case somebody would like to join?
Second and fourth Tuesday of every month.
Second and fourth.
Where do you guys meet now?
Mondays, Mayor.
Monday.
Oh, yeah, where
Used to be
do you meet?
Tuesdays, They're Mondays now.
Mondays?
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
they're on Mondays now
Yeah.
instead of
Second and
Tuesdays?
fourth.
Where do you meet at now? Up at Jamie's, or do you?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
Cafe Genevieve.
Right.
Right
Cafe
now,
Genevieve.
sometimes it gets changed, but that's,
Yeah, sometimes we
Majority of
have the
times it's
meetings
there.
at our building down in the park.
Oh,
We have-
do you?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and then we'll, do potluck or whatever. I've been busy the last, well, we had our event for Christmas, the Christmas walk was
Yeah, that was a shame.
canceled,
Oh,
and we had lots of chili and lots of hot dogs. So one night, one of our meetings was chili, and then another night
Next one was hot dogs, and then the next one was chili dogs.
Yeah, one was a chili dog night, and one was a chili night, And finally, we said, okay, now we're finally able to,
Yeah, I don't want no more chili.
What time does your meetings usually start?
6.
6? On
Do
second?
you always have a dinner meeting?
yes, always.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Works out nice at 6 in the evening, people don't have to rush to,
Right, they get off work and they can just kind of come hang out.
right, so.
That's good.
We appreciate you asking us to come, and
Well, anytime you girls have something, or the guys want to talk about it, feel free to contact us, and come on.
Say, I'm coming, and we'll
And
say,
it
good.
isn't bad,
We're
is it,
happy.
Mary? Was it bad?
No.
Okay. She's not too sure.
You don't even realize you're on TV.
Not with us. We're not normal. That's what somebody
Okay,
told me, said,
so-
love to see you girls, you're just not normal. Yeah, we know.
Okay, so you have the bricks that is ongoing, you have your, Lions Club breakfast is the
The
30th.
30th,
March
not the
30th.
16th, the
The
30th.
30th.
right.
And
Yes.
that starts at 6:30 until noon.
The
Yes.
line, the bricks, the forms to fill out you can either get them at Jane's Auto Service or the stained glass shop in the downtown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Or
Yes.
talk to a Lion member.
Talk to line number, but
Anybody that,
The forms are at those 2 locations.
okay.
Do you let old people join you?
Yes, there's no
Don't you-
age.
There's no barrier.
I just thought I'd ask.
If you're old, you can still do it, Mary.
Okay,
That's right.
just wanted to check.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate the opportunity.
Now, you want to come back? give us a yell.
Just give us a
Anything
call.
coming up, unexpected, thing, come here. Come here,
Okay.
put it on the air.
Okay.
Let us know.
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Mrs. President and Mrs. Secretary and Mrs. Treasurer.
Right.
And you girls have a
Three-
good St.
three,
Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
You too. You
Yeah, we're
enjoy your day.
sparkling.
I get some wild ideas once in a while.
Well, thanks a lot for coming.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, our next guest is Mary Pura, and she's going to inform everyone of all the art things that are going on. There's quite a few of them.
She's got
Yes,
two
I've got-
good-looking books there.
Well,
Thank you,
I
girl.
brought these books because the Art Guild is sponsoring a wonderful event starting June 13th. And it's a resurgence of the Summer School of Art that took place in St. Genevieve 80 years ago. It's the anniversary of that Summer School of Art, which came about because of the Art Colony, which I know you've all heard about. We celebrated the 80th anniversary of the Art Colony a couple of years ago. And there were Amy Schweig and Jesse Rickley, who were members of the St. Louis Artists Guild, had known about the colony, and they had the idea to start a school here in St. Genevieve. They loved the ambiance in St. Genevieve, they loved the buildings you could paint and so forth. So they had this idea to start this school, and they got some very famous instructors. Thomas Hart Benton was one, Joe Jones was another, and they had a very successful school that lasted from it would have been 1934 till 1941. And of course, I think the war probably had something to do with that.
I wouldn't doubt that. That's bad.
Yeah, because they usually went to the east, and
Yes,
that, they thought this
Yeah,
was
they
closer
went to
St.
Providence,
Genevieve. Right.
yeah, school.
They thought this was closer to
Massachusetts.
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah, so they enjoyed this. Iris knows as much or more than I do probably about the School of Art, but we are celebrating this anniversary, and I am so excited, I don't know what to do. It happened that when the Downtown Renewal has their plenary event in the fall, that I was given the name of Karen Glines, who was a past president of the St. Louis Artists Guild, to ask to be a judge for the plein air event. And she was at my home, where I always had a dinner for the judges before after they judged the paintings. And she said, "Mary, I just heard something at the Guild. It said that the Summer School of Art in St. Genevieve was going to be 80 years old in 2014. And they were talking about their members having started this school. And it had so happened that Carolyn Bach and she is very up on the history of the art colony and the summer school, and she had mentioned it to me. And so we have she's joined us, she's working on it, and gotten members of the St. Louis Artists Guild to support us, and so we're going to have a wonderful event. And I've brought some brochures that we've got out, and it tells what's going on. And I'm going to give each of you one of these. And the event starts on the 13th. There's going to be an exhibit of Matt Ziegler's work, and that will be at the Shaw House. And Matt Ziegler was a student, actually, and then he carried on and taught many people in St. Genevieve. He's very well known here, St. Genevieve resident. But there's also going to be a forum, and Julie Dunn Morton from the Mercantile Library is going to do that. They have a large collection of the works from the St. Genevieve Art Colony.
Oh, really?
They loaned some to us when we had a promenade, and we had Thomas Hart Benton's work and so forth. But so she's very knowledgeable. That's going to be good. Then on the 14th, that's actually the start of the French Festival. The St. Genevieve Downtown Renewal sponsors that, and we thought this would be a wonderful opportunity not only to support the French Festival, make it a little more, to have something else going on, and the art in St. Genevieve is so important. And we have Billy O. O'Donnell, famous artist. This is his book, Painting Missouri. He spent 7 years painting from every county in Missouri. And Karen Glines, the lady I just told you about, is the author that wrote the text. She went along and wrote about every county. And he is going to be here doing a workshop, well, more of a demonstration with him, but he's a plein air artist. He wants people to be in costume, and he's going to have the artist paint the people that are here for the French Festival dressed in French costumes.
Now, does he have one in St. Genevieve County? In there?
Yes, he does. And
beautiful book.
this is a gorgeous book. We're going to have a book signing as well. He will be offering his book for sale and signing them during the event. He will be back again on Sunday, and he will do a critique of the work that the artists have done. And there will be a show of the work they've done. Then on the following weekend, starting on the 20th, the Art Guild is going to be celebrating their summer solstice with the paint out. And on the 21st, our instructor that does the workshop is going to be Dan Woodward. He's a Missouri artist from Rolla. He will also have a book. It's supposedly, we're keeping our fingers crossed, it's supposed to be done the 1st of June, so he will have his book along. But he does paintings of Civil War reenactments all over the state.
Ooh, wow.
And he has written a book, and it will have his paintings in it. He does some beautiful ones. He's going to do a watercolor workshop. And his class is actually a workshop with instruction on watercolors. Then on the 21st, our forum will be how politics influenced the art at the time. I think if you've ever noticed it, and I'm sure you can't have missed it, Martiel's mural in the post office, it always shows workers and things that were going on at the time. And a lot of Thomas Hart Benton's and Joe Jones' work, it showed a lot about civil rights and how maybe the blacks were mistreated or how workers were mistreated. In fact, Joe Jones was active in getting a union started while he was here teaching in the summer school at the lime kiln. So there was a lot of political influence on their art. So there's going to be a forum about that. Jim Wilson from Mineral Area College will be doing that. And he was in New York in his early years as an artist and is very familiar about in the 60s how also politics affected art. So then there will be a show again of the work done in Dan Woodward's class. And then I have another book. This one has just recently come out. It's by our third artist, and that is Brian Haynes. He has a show going on at the courthouse in St. Louis right now with his book. But this is neo-regionalism, and the work is very similar. Karen also did the editing of this book. But the work is very similar to what Thomas Hart Benton and some of the regionalist artists that were here did. And there's some beautiful work in here, so you're welcome to look at both of these. But he will also be signing and presenting his book. But his workshop will be on the figure. And this, I couldn't believe when this happened. I have known Teresa Drury ever since I've lived in St. Genevieve, played cards with her, and she came in with her son and daughter-in-law to the shop, and I started telling her about this event that was coming up, because she doesn't care about antiques, and her son and daughter-in-law were looking around, but Teresa and I were just talking, and she said, I was a model for the Summer School of Art.
Yeah,
And
she was.
80 years ago, she was a model. She was 8 years old. And so she has agreed to be a model for us again. And then we're going to have an little 8-year-old as well, because that's what they painted. She also told me that Mem Dempsey was a model.
Model too, yeah.
And that her parents actually bought a painting of Mem. They had her dressed in a nun's habit. And so...
Sister Kafiana did that, didn't she? Is that who did that?
It might have been
I
who
think
did
so.
it, but anyway, that Mem had it. I had played cards with Mem too, and it was in her home, but I didn't remember that painting. But we're hoping one of her children has it, and we can maybe borrow it for the event. So we're excited
I
about
bet
that.
Mike's got it.
Probably.
And that is what I thought possibly
I
might
bet
have
you
it.
it
Yeah,
is.
and he's not too far away. So anyway, Brian Haynes is going to do that class. And then on the 27th, is the fourth Friday Art Walk. So that will be taking place on that Friday evening before those classes. So each weekend, there's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be filled with events. And I think it's going to be it's free, the things except for the class instructions. But everything else is free, and I think people will enjoy it.
All the forums are free, and where are they going to be held?
They're at the we call it the Shaw House now, at the Felix Valley property there.
Be out in the yard.
Hopefully, it's going to be nice enough that they can be out in the yard. Otherwise, we'll use the building that's there in the back.
We got down here June the 28th, the St. Genevieve Art Connections. What is that? Is that a forum?
Yeah.
Yes, and we have a couple of women coming from the St. Louis Artist Guild.
Oh, okay.
Bonnie Rasmussen and another one who are going to do that. It will be excellent too. It's why they came then, and why they're still interested in the connection.
Was Barney
between-
Evans at any time, was he with that St. Louis?
I don't know,
At that
Mary.
time,
His name has never come up
I just
about
often
that.
wondered, because he was a sculptor.
Yes, he was a sculptor.
Yeah,
and
he did the
that-
angel. Him and Anna Kirchner, and he was a boy. There was a boy that was in training. Anna and this boy were in training. Do you remember who that boy was?
No, I don't, but
They were
I
in
know
training.
who the
and
boy was, and I can't think of his
1985,
name.
something happened to the angel in church, and they did a replacement of it.
Barney did.
And right now, it's the far, as you're in the front and back of church, if you look up, it's on the far right
didn't,
side.
Is that the one, Barney?
isn't that the one Joe Herzog? Old Joe Herzog. Paid to have it done.
I don't know who did.
I think it was.
I just wondered,
It
because I know Barney
disappeared
was, you know,
somehow the
I-
angel disappeared. yeah.
just from the little I knew of him, he said he had sculptures all over.
Oh, he does, yeah, they're everywhere.
One
I
thing
know-
that's important about these forums being held at the Felix Valley, that was the site of the original Summer School of Art. That's where they
At the
held it.
Felix Valley?
Yeah,
Yeah, in
at the
Mammy Shaw.
they called it the Mammy Shaw.
Yeah,
Mhm.
at Mad Ziegler.
Yeah, and Matt's taught there as well.
Oh, yeah, because he
Yeah.
had it in that one room there.
Yeah, and then he had, well, the farm came later though, didn't it?
Yeah, out of his farm, yeah. When Dolly went out, and Dolly was out there painting, wasn't she?
Yes, she was, yes,
Yeah.
she lived out there when I first knew her.
Yep.
And then she came into the house in town.
Now, was she connected with the art?
Well, she was related to Matt Ziegler. So she was
Oh, she
always...
always said that Matt never got the recognition that
Yeah.
he needed.
Yeah.
Or that he
Yeah.
deserved, yeah.
Well, they know him well in St. Louis. They know of him, so he's... But art is so important in St. Genevieve that I'm really glad this is... And we're hoping if
Well,
we...
these are beautiful.
Yeah,
Who
it-
did these?
Jean Rissover designed these
Those
for
are
us.
very
Aren't
pretty.
they
Oh,
nice?
those are
They're
really
very
nice.
Very pretty.
And we hope, if everything goes well, to continue having a summer school like this each year so that we can perpetuate this. And
That'd be great.
yes, wouldn't it be great? But it's The art walks have been a great success. The Downtown Renewal sponsors the art walks, and we're hoping to do some things we've been a little concerned about getting people to move around town to all the locations. They tend to
Stay down
congregate
on
on
that
North
one
Main
end.
on one end, and we need to get them to move. And so we are coming up with some ideas. We're talking about having musicians placed around town that wander and stroll
Oh,
through.
yeah.
And to keep people moving and wanting to go to the other places. So we're working on that now, and
Well, there's talk about redoing the brewery, putting a mini brewery in there.
I thought
Really?
they didn't approve of that.
Well, the way I heard it,
They're gonna do
sounds
is-
like,
Got it going again?
it's coming again.
Yeah.
They've talked about it before now.
Yeah.
yeah, I heard over the weekend that there's a good possibility it's sold, so
Yeah.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because that'll really
Yeah.
rejuvenate our area.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I didn't
yes.
know that.
I
Well,
heard
that's
it before, but it
wonderful.
was next, and
Yeah.
so that's good that it's doing it, yeah.
But anyway, this...
That used to be the best part of town, right down there.
It
That's
sure
right.
did.
It was,
That's where I grew up, right down there.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's,
In fact, the other part of town wasn't even there yet. That was the best part of town. That was country out there.
Yes.
well, we have now...
Out that way, it was all country.
There's I think there's over 25 businesses and places that want to be open on Fourth Friday. So
Well, that is good.
Kara Burke at Simpleton Sassy.
Now you gotta press that one and then the, okay.
Okay, welcome to What's New.
Hey, this is Don downstairs. Heard you guys talking about the microbrewery.
Yes.
Okay, what's up?
It's on the agenda for the Board of Aldermen meeting on Thursday, tomorrow night. Gary Borasaw, doing business as the Spirit House of St. Genevieve, 173 North Main Street, to sell and produce and manufacture wine on the premises.
Ah,
At
Now, is
173
that-
North Main Street.
but
No,
that's
I'm
on Main
talking-
Street. Where, you know where the brewery's at, at the north end of town?
Yes, but I don't see anything on the agenda for that.
Oh, okay.
I just thought I'd let you know about the wine house.
And
Okay,
he's making
Spirit
beer
House.
as well.
New
He's
winery,
making beer,
the
too.
Spirit House
Right, right.
at
Yeah.
173 North Main Street. I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, we were talking about the old brewery over on Third Street.
Oh, the one
That
that,
Marlar
yeah, I know
owns,
the
yeah.
one, Larry Marlar owns that building.
Right on, yeah.
Has he sold that?
Well, there's
Rumor.
rumors.
There's rumors.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't spread rumors, do we?
No, Kevin,
Okay.
no.
We just control the weather.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
you don't want to hear that, do you, Don?
No, Gary is supposed to be making beer too.
Oh.
And his Spirit House, yeah.
Yeah, his
He has
wine's
his
really good.
license.
His wine's good.
That's
So,
good.
Anyway,
That's good business.
Yeah, it is.
yes, it is. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
we
some
went to
nice
one of
things.
those out in another state. I don't remember where it was at, but we stopped at one and had dinner, and they took us in the back room, and they
And
had
showed
these
you.
packages that you could buy to make your wine, and you could process it yourself, or you could purchase it and put it there, and then you designed your own label,
Yeah.
and you could do it for weddings
you
or
make your
for
own
whatever.
label?
No, we didn't do it. But then you could have it shipped to you, or you could go back and pick it up. It took, I don't remember how long it took, though, if it was 3 months or 6
That would have
weeks
been
or
a
what.
neat
It would have been
present
neat, yeah.
For your kids.
It would have,
A
yeah.
6-pack of beer, Vincent's beer.
I think Gary does that also,
Oh, okay.
down at Spirit House.
Yeah,
I think he
does,
told me
too.
he does, yeah.
Oh, Iris, you mentioned before the program about the T-shirt contest.
Oh, yes, yes.
The Downtown Renewal had a meeting on Monday night, and when I attended a workshop put on by the Missouri Folk Arts Program, they call it Community Scholars Workshop, and one of the presenters was Bob Boone from the University of Missouri. He had spent 2-3 days here, and he had tried to buy a T-shirt that said St. Genevieve that he was going to take to his wife, and one for himself. he could not find a T-shirt. And he came to me and he said, "You don't have any St. Genevieve T-shirts." And so the very last thing he said to me at the end of the conference was, "Make sure you get some St. Genevieve T-shirts."
Oh, that's cool.
So I
You
thought,
know,
well,
that's
There
weird,
is a
though.
couple of T-shirts.
there used to be, but,
Rodney Melfield, I think, had some, and who else?
I've
has
got
that?
well, they had them at the
I've got like
Welcome.
3 of them.
They had them at the Welcome Center, but they're sold out. They didn't have any. So anyway, he didn't find any T-shirts. So I had the idea, well, maybe this is a good fundraiser for the Downtown
yeah.
Renewal Project. So I brought it up, and they agreed this would be, then they wanted to have it a contest and present the winner, the person who won the winning design, to receive a cash award of $100 at the Fourth Friday Art Walk in March. And I thought, oh my goodness.
Well,
So,
that's only,
I know.
Quick.
That's really quick.
But most
But
everybody has.
most everyone
paintings
in
and
the
stuff,
Art Guild has some painting of St. Genevieve, whether it's the cemetery, whether it's one of the buildings, a street scene or something. So they said, well, let's give the Art Guild the opportunity. And then we talked about having T-shirts made by the kids in school, asking the art teachers at the 2 schools to have the children make designs and have another contest for the children.
I think with the little
And
ones, it'd be
do for children's T-shirts is what I
Yeah.
thought, at the time. And I thought
Younger kids at the high school.
both, we were going to have both do this. Anyway, we were going to make that open for another contest.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, in April, on the Fourth Friday Art Walk, we're going to have a chalk art contest for the kids. And we are hoping to have it in the parking lot across from the hotel there
Oh,
on
okay.
Main Street, and having that, because it'll be light out.
Oh, right.
And the kids
That'll
can do
be
that.
cool. They'll
yeah.
like that.
And that will be fun, and that will bring parents down to the downtown area. So that's one of the plans going on as well. We want to get the kids, and the PTA approached us about having something going on during Fourth Friday for a money-making thing for them. They can put up a booth to raise money for PTA.
That would be nice.
So that will be another thing. So we thought we'd have the chalk art that'll bring the parents out to support the PTA as well. So anyway, that's another
So-
thing.
That's a good
who
idea.
will be making these T-shirts? Somebody locally?
Yes,
Oh,
we're going to
okay.
have the T-shirts made locally.
Okay.
We're going to,
Is Cody
the artists,
going to do it?
I don't know who's going to do it. We have our Kara Bird, who's the promotions chairman for the Downtown Renewal, has the machine to make T-shirts too. So,
Oh, does she?
and of course, we have Cody's, and we have Deb Sesso that does T-shirts.
And does, what should still do that?
Midwest.
Yeah, Midwest out of
Yeah,
Bloomsdale.
Bloomsdale probably does too. And I also had a call from Mike Devaney,
Yeah, he
one of
does
our
them
Art
too.
Guild members, who,
But you know
But
what
that's
I
out of
thought?
town.
I
Yeah.
thought Cody and Deb had T-shirts with St. Genevieve on it.
I think they do.
I
do they
thought
have a
did.
scene or anything, or? did
No.
I don't think, I just think it says St. Genevieve,
Oh.
the city of the,
Who is, how do you do this here? What is it?
Just bring in your painting, and Diane Wilson is going to photograph the
Okay.
paintings, so we
Oh,
don't have to.
you're not going to do a design of your own? You're going to do this from a painting?
You can do a design, you can do a painting, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
I thought if
Because I
people
thought I
brought,
designed one, designing one.
yes, well, someone else told me they were going to design one. Jane Nager said she had a design she wanted to submit. That can be, but Diane, so we don't, if it's a painting of a picture of something in St. Genevieve, whoever wins, their name will be on it, the artist's name will be there, St. Genevieve will be on there, and we don't want to have to haul off paintings and things to judge, so Diane is going to photograph whatever's submitted.
When
And
do
then
you
the
bring
present, a Tuesday night to the 25th of
Okay.
March, to the Art Guild meeting.
Okay.
And also, that same night, you need to you can bring up to 3 paintings for the Inspired by Beauty showing that's going to be for the Fourth Friday Art Walk. And from those paintings is going to be selected one for a raffle for the 5K run in April. So it will be
that's nice.
purchased.
That would
They
be
did that
what-
last year, too.
Mhm.
What would
They
that
will
be?
choose one of the
Anything beautiful.
Inspired by Beauty.
Anything, okay. Okay,
And Terry Cavens is going to.
and then the other one you can bring Tuesday night, right?
All of it. You bring your,
Yeah.
Everything to.
everything that, the 25th of March, bring them to the meeting on the 25th.
You bring 3 of them in?
You can bring 3 for the Inspired by Beauty.
Okay,
So that, there's a lot going on in the art
Oh,
community in
yes.
St. Genevieve.
Yes. And that's kind of neat because of all the different things that's going on.
Right. In the garden walk, I think they were talking about,
Yes.
they might have birdhouses painting.
Yes.
Jean was trying to get that going. Then we have blood drive at the KC Hall on the 13th, and
13th's tomorrow.
tomorrow it is.
Yep.
Yep, and there's one on the 22nd too. It's the e-cycle event that Bally's having on
Oh, okay.
March 22nd.
To pick up all the
Bring all your
electronics.
computers and things with plug-ins and all that jazz, and bring it. And then we have, let's see what else is going on.
The auction over at Valley.
Yep, that's what's coming up next. Okay,
That's
then
the
we have
26th.
Anchors Away. It's the Valley Dinner Auction that they've been having the last few years. It brings, it's at the gym, and it's Saturday the 15th. This afternoon, they had 5 tickets left for the dinner, and they're $55 apiece, unless they've sold them since then. They also are selling tickets that are $50 each, and they had 90 left this afternoon. It's for 10,000, 5,000, 10,000 first, 5,000 second, 2,500 third, and 1,000 fourth. And they also have a tuition raffle for the kids to get your tuition paid. They're $10 each, or 3 for $20, and these have to be in by Friday for the tuition, and you'll get your tuition paid for a year. The Mass will be at 4 o'clock instead of 5, and the doors will open right after Mass, and the dinner starts at, okay, I didn't get that written down, and I didn't call her back, so just go right after church.
This
and it starts
Saturday.
6?
Yeah, it's this Saturday, the 15th.
Well, church is at 4, so it'll probably be over at 5,
Oh, probably, yeah, probably about.
so I don't know what time dinner is. It doesn't say on
And
here.
wear your red, white, and blue sailor outfit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going on that Anchor's Way ride. Okay, and the silent auction, they have one of those, and they have a lot of items on it, and it will start right away and be open until 10. The oral auction starts at 8. And Lynn Davis has been the chairman for several years, and she has many, many parents, and all the students work hard to make the dinner auction a success. And the dinner auction is the largest fundraiser that the parish has, and it nets approximately $110,000 each year, which really helps the school. It's a very good fundraiser, so anybody jump out and get those 90 tickets and those 5 places left at the tables, okay? And every item is donated. So they have like furniture and antiques and cookouts and hay rides and a lot of other smaller items, paintings, and I think Jane does a painting every year. And paintings, and you can go to valleyauction.weebly, WEEBLY.com, and they have a list of all the things that are being auctioned off on there. So if you're lucky enough to get a ticket to go and a table, good luck.
Yep.
So I guess that should be all about the auction there, so.
And what else is coming up?
Okay, we have on March 26th, you're going to find out about that.
Yeah, I'll find out
Yeah.
about that. Also, we have, doesn't the Lions Club have a Easter egg hunt up the park?
They usually do. She
We'll
didn't say
get
anything about that,
yeah, we'll
though.
get a
We'll
hold.
back.
Tom Smith used to take care of that all the time.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
We'll get Tom.
So we'll get a
And he
hold
can
of
talk
Tom.
about money too, because
That's
he's a coin
right.
collector.
Well, he could come in next next time.
Yeah, we get a hold of him.
Okay, and there is a dinner auction, the e-cycle.
This
There we
probably
go.
Tom or Pat.
Good evening, welcome to What's New.
Hi, it's your friend Pat.
Well,
I
hi,
figured
Mary
it
Ann,
really
guess
was
that.
Hi, Pat.
I was still watching. Quick message for Mary Pura. I've got a couple of items with pictures of St. Genevieve that were made, probably 20 years ago. One's actually a T-shirt with pictures of St. Genevieve, and I'm not parting with it. Not that anybody wants a 20-year-old T-shirt. But the other one's an Afghan that was made, and it's got a bunch of different little pictures of St. Gen. It might just be food for thought. You know, she might want to take a look at it. If nothing else, it might be an idea for, well, we don't want to replicate the same thing. We want to do something different. But anyway, Mary knows me. Tell her to come on by or call me and take a look at what I got here. It might be some ideas for them.
Thank you, Pat.
Okay. Bye-bye.
We were beginning to wonder about you, Pat. You hadn't called us for a while.
I've been watching, but you guys do such, or your people do such a good job of explaining everything and answering everything. I don't have any questions. Even now, I don't have a question.
Well, I want to learn how to be a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
Did you?
Oh, yeah, that was great.
That was Judy, yeah.
I'm getting older and older every day and more forgetful. It took me a minute to remember. Yeah, that was really cute. My eyesight is so bad now that I watched that for 4 or 5 minutes before I realized it wasn't a real kid.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
Who was it that did that?
Carla? No.
Carly.
Carly Stowe.
So,
Oh, and that,
and she's from
she
out
was
of
good.
And I was
Church,
watching
yeah.
her mouth, and you could hardly see.
You could
Yeah,
not
you
see
can
her
hardly
mouth.
see
You
her
could
mouth
barely
moving.
see her
She
lip
was very
Isn't
good.
that great?
And she's
I
only
would-
been doing it 2 years.
I would love to
for
do that.
heaven's
Oh, I
sake.
could have a ball.
And she is so good at her little expressions
Yeah.
with the doll.
And she's so
on-
quick with her answers.
Yeah, she's,
Oh, they're
you know,
neat.
she's really got quick, smart little
Yeah.
answers, you know, to it, and she'll flip that
And
head
when-
around and.
You know, that
she
would
just
be fun to
is
have her on
great.
Fourth Friday sometime.
I bet
Oh,
it would,
yes.
When it's nice out, you know, and she
But-
can
and
be
get a
out
little
and
kid
people
in there.
walking around. Oh, wouldn't they love
Oh,
that?
that would be
that
funny.
The lines
have her in
part.
front of
Yeah,
us.
that would be
Or-
funny.
When
That
is
was-
her roadblock? I
The
forgot when it
5th
was
and one of them's already gone.
Is it?
And when was the other one?
Oh, I saw her out there on Fourth
And there's
Street.
another, they're gonna do it twice.
She was out there, was it last Saturday?
Probably.
I think
With
so.
blonde hair?
Yeah, and she had this doll, and
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
That was her, that was
Oh,
her.
for heaven's sake.
Oh, it was wonderful. She is wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, there's growing tomatoes on the 24th out at the community center.
Oh, I'm ready for tomatoes.
Me too. Those things you get at the store, you gotta throw the whole inside of them away.
You can't even eat the inside.
No, you gotta throw it away.
I'm ready for our garden.
Yeah. Okay, and then the chamber luncheon, that's, they've got that in here too. The cost is $7 a person. Is that open to everybody?
When they have their meetings, yeah, anybody wants to go.
Okay.
All you have to do is call them.
Okay, and that is on the 6th,
And Project,
past March
yeah.
6th, yeah.
Project Pioneer is coming up for Judah Fett this year again. Who's
So
the
if anybody
families?
wants to,
I'm trying, well, I don't have my glasses, so.
the two families, where are they? Oh,
The
the
Fox
Foff and
and,
the Langerier,
Malamudere, is it?
Langerier, Langelier.
You're from here.
Langerier, I
I
never
don't
heard
know
of those
that
people.
family. I don't know that one. I don't either.
Don't know that one. The Red Cross is having a blood drive on Thursday, May the 8th, at the Legion Hall.
And if you haven't got your flu shot, go get it.
We can sign off anytime.
And the School of the Soldier, I don't know how to speak French, so I don't know how to say
L'école
it.
de Soldat.
Here, she knows
The who
how.
what?
L'école de Soldat.
Right, that is
Okay,
going to
whatever you
be
say.
Saturday, April 26th.
Say it again, Doris.
I told Bob, I said, Bob Mueller is going to be our guest and talk about that. I told him, I said, I don't know how to speak French, but that thing you're having.
Oh,
I would tear those words
The
up.
weekend of, that's the weekend of April 25th is the fourth Friday that we're gonna
26th
have.
and 27th.
And La Col de Soldat is the 26th and
27th,
27th. That's
right.
going to be a full weekend.
Uh-huh.
That's when we're going to have the little chalk art thing on
And they
Fourth
have,
Friday
and they have an
PKB.
auction too. I didn't go to it that year,
Yeah.
did you? I was wanting to go and then something came up Saturday morning. I
What,
didn't
that
get to go.
French-
When they had that auction, remember they were having that
Yeah.
heritage auction up by the courthouse? And I guess that's what they're having again.
Some of
We'll talk
the
about it.
men who are in that, in fact, I had met the one gentleman on New Year's Eve at the Bolduc. They
Oh,
have the
really?
greatest thing at the Bolduc on New Year's Eve. And the Guillaume come in.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, this man had come from St. Louis, and he said he worked, at these reenactments, and he did this.
they had a reenactment meeting last night. They must meet over at Cyril's
Could be, I don't know.
on Tuesday nights.
Yeah. Anyway, he and this gentleman came to town that were both part of La Col de Soldat.
Oh, really?
And they were in my store, and they knew about it being Fourth Friday. They said they were going to come to that, too, so I hope
well,
we have
that's
this
great.
whole
Great.
contingent.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really great.
Yes,
yeah.
it will.
That would be neat to have Judy at the,
Judy there,
yeah,
yeah.
down
And the
at
5K run is going on, so it's going to be
Oh, yeah.
big.
It will be.
Anybody says that they don't have anything to do on weekends around here are not trying,
Yes.
They don't read the paper.
or they don't read a paper,
Well,
or they don't watch our show.
Right. And you know,
Because we know almost
we're
everything.
getting, I was really surprised. I usually have Great Day St. Louis on at noon.
Yeah,
And I saw on there last month about the Fourth Friday Art Walk. This woman came on about things going on in the area and started talking about it. And it wasn't an ad.
Yeah.
She just
wanted to
would
talk about
it. Uh-huh.
Isn't
And
that
that
great?
night, 6 people came in from St. Louis that had seen that. And they came
Oh,
in
it was
and
the
never
night
had
of
been
the
to
art
St.
walk?
Genevieve. It was the night of the art walk.
Oh, how
They were
neat.
dressed in they had heard about we were selling
Mardi
Mardi
Gras.
Gras. They were dressed in their stuff and came in.
That's
Oh,
neat.
isn't that
Yeah,
great?
it was very
But we
good.
do have an advertisement.
We do have an ad as well,
Yes.
but this is what I'm talking about. I saw.
And the
it.
advertisement is very good. It's
Yes,
done
it is.
very
I saw
good.
that
Yes, it
several
is.
times, and it's
Yes.
good.
It's wonderful.
It's good.
Yeah.
So,
So, thanks everyone for watching tonight, and thank you,
Thank
Mary,
you,
for
Mary.
coming.
Oh,
Thank you.
We enjoy
as
having
usual.
you.
I always
Yeah.
have fun doing it.
And you can come back anytime you want and talk about the Art Guild. We all love the Art Guild.
Two members there for
We
sure.
all love the Art Guild. Yeah. And I guess we'll see not see everybody, everybody will see us
Yeah.
on the 26th of March at
They'll
7
say,
o'clock.
what's new?
And we'll tell you.
night.
Good night,
There'll be
everybody.
new
Good night.